Hello, everybody. Welcome back to BareRose Garage. It's Saturday night. My next project. Hey, how's it going, Clay? Congratulations on making it, man. It's official. You're in there. It's good to see you, man. Oh, tonight we're gonna keep this one a little bit short tonight because Dust Devil's Garage has got his 2-year anniversary coming up this right after mine, and I'll try to redirect over to it, but in the meantime I'll keep posting his link up so nobody'll miss it, and we'll all head over to Dust Devil's place as soon as this is over. In the meantime, what is all going on? We'll wait for everybody to kind of file in here. Hey, Cousin Mike, what's going on, man? That was a pretty good conversation we had earlier in the shop. Felt good to get back out there. If you guys don't know, I've been under the weather now for quite some time, and I'm itching to get back out there and get busy on that dart again. Hey, Steven, what's going on? And I'll leave it for you for the video for your big announcement on my giveaway to you guys, because I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with that. And I got some more surprises waiting for you when you show up. We're going to get that thing going for you guys. So, what's everybody been working on? And again, if any of you have any questions or anything about this YouTube stuff and all that, feel free to ask. We're here to help everybody we can make it to the 500 and make it to Sikeston, where we can all shake a hand and make some friends. Oh, burned your hand tonight? On the radiator, huh? Ay. That's always been one of my biggest fears. Back when I was a little bitty guy in the pits at the circle track, dirt track we got here, my dad used to pit for a good friend of his, and they kind of teamed up and had a roundy round car. It was actually my godfather's car, and I remember him that he pulled it into the pits real quick, and he had a rag and went to take the radiator cap off, and that thing boof went. Oh man, it burned him good. And ever since then, it burned right into my brain too of be careful with around a radiator. Oh man, I feel for you, man. Because that's not just water, that's hot oil too, and it just burns and burns. That's my biggest pet peeve too on the shop floor. Uh, Oil, no problem. Little diesel, no problem. Tranny fluids actually kind of cleans the concrete, but antifreeze, that's like trying to clean up an egg you drop on the floor. It just moves around and moves around. Antifreeze has got to be the hardest thing to clean up off of a shop floor. If you get your face right down there, it'll shield your hand. Oh, so today I'll just go ahead and jump in here. My dad came over and we was talking a little bit, and he's giving me some pointers on that on the transmission I'm gonna be using in there. One of the things that I got from him, I had to run out in the shop and grab it. It's one of the few things that my dad has left from his racing days back in his, well, he was a street racer. The kind of racing, we'll say he was in Mexico at the time. But this is one of the last things that he had. It's a Mr. Gasket. You can barely make it out there, but it's what they called the mystery shifter. This is what I'm going to be running in that Dodge Dart. This is going to be my traction control, my launch control, everything right here. And it's been converted to it's set up as a 4-speed, but I'm knocking it down to 3-speed because that's what I'm running in it is going to be the 3-speed. But the reason they called this a mystery shifter, I guess, is because, well, like my dad said, it was a mystery it shifted. What it is it's real hard spring loaded to your throw side. So all you got to do is just bump this shifter and it goes, well, in this case, it's a 3-speed, your H pattern. All you do is just bump this shifter and it goes from first into second. Or if it's a 4-speed, it would be second. You just bump it and it's spring loaded right into third. So that's what I'm going to be running in it. He's going to be helping me a bunch on it and on how to set it up. Surprisingly, my dad still got the adjustment and aligner tools for these things. But it's going to take a little bit of fab work because that's the only thing we got left. I don't have any brackets for it, and I'm pretty sure they don't make brackets for this transmission anyway. So that's next coming up on the build series on the Dart. I'll be trying to put that Mr. Gasket mystery shifter from, as far as Dad could tell, he thought that this was about 68, 69 when he bought that. So it's been rattling around in the shop for quite some time. As you can see, it's covered in grinder dust and shop dirt still. But that's the Dart update. Also, the intake that I'm running on that Y block, because it's a 239, it's pretty specific to 239 only stuff. So we're going to have to work around that 3-bolt, 2-barrel, little bitty little, it's like a Stromberg pattern on the 2-bolt, 2-barrel carburetor. But after talking to him, I think I got some ideas on how to make kind of a full poor man's tunnel ram out of that. And then I'm going to adapt it for a 62 Rochester square bore, the first Chevy GM 4 barrels. I just so happen to have one, and it's about a 400 CFM carburetor, right around in there. They're pretty small, and that'll be perfect for that little 239Y block. So that's what I got going on it. And the reason I'm using all this stuff is because it's just stuff I have laying around, and I'm tired of putting it up on shelves. So I had to find a car to build to throw all my junk in. And well, this Dart just happened to be the one that is going to accept all my leftovers. So that's the Dart update, and I got the link up there. If anybody wants to join on in, go ahead and hop on in here. Oh, it looks like, well, I was jibber jabbering there. We got Jim's. If it ain't broke, fix it. I love that name, man. Good to see you, man. Old man in the shop. Boy, I'll tell you what, if you want to see some really good stuff, I love your series that you got going on and your videos in there on building shop tools and stuff. Go check this guy out. He's got some awesome stuff. And I seen you on Travis's live the other night. I was watching on my phone, so I wasn't able to comment much, but that was good to put a face to it all in the live format, man. Turbo Tom, good to see you, man. I tell you what, that Model T at the No Name Nationals would be pretty doggone cool. Like I was saying in Buck's live, I'll tell you what, you pull that thing up into the burnout box, hop out, run around, hand crank it, start it, and ease it up to the starting line. Oh man, the likes alone on that video would just skyrocket, I'm sure. ASO. You guys got to go check out his latest video and watch it clear to the end. He's got a little surprise at the end that, yeah, he's kind of taking a liking to what I got going on, I guess, or he sees an easy target. It's a good video, man. Mr. Lars. I'll tell you what, you guys have got something going on with that little 2.8. That supercharger surge going on there. Yeah, buddy. Oh, look at there. I'm calling out Turtle Tom with his Model T. Look at there. That is so cool, Bull Crawler. That is so cool. And Robbie, what's going on, man? I'll be having some more Y-Block content coming out here real soon. I'm just dying and itching to get back out there. What is the top speed of a T? I don't know. As fast as you're willing to go with it, I guess. Hell of a good chance at winning on Saturday. I might not have a running car after the burnout contest. I hear you, man. I really hear you there. 45 mile an hour, huh? I could only imagine doing that in there. Holy cow. And Dad's little 28 Willys Overland. Oh, man. I I don't know how fast that thing gets going, but it's probably only about 35, 40 mile an hour. Feels like you're doing 100 in there with that old suspension and those little bicycle tires on there. Yeah, it's an experience. Deborah's loving life. Good to see you. JB's Little Shop, the other half of Mr. Lars. Like I was telling Lars, man, great job on that, man. You guys got it going on. High Ace Off-Road. I really like that rust video you did on how you're neutralizing it with the Muratic. I've never done it with that. I've always done the vinegar trick, but the same concept, exact same concept. When that stuff turns black, you know she's dead. That's actually a trick I remember seeing done by my dad's old business partner who did all the body work. They were teamed up together. My dad did all the mechanic work, and his partner did all the auto body work at their shop. It was called First Street Automotive. And I remember watching him on how he'd cure surface rust and that, but I was a little young then. But I went back and I seen DIY Auto School. My friend Pete. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check him out too. He did a whole complete series, like a 3-part series on how to make your own rust killer. And I followed his recipe on it and experimented with it again. And sure enough, it's exactly what my dad's old friend, another old body, shop guy, exactly what he used, and it works to a T. Go check him out. I'd post his link here, but then I gotta go over on a link, another window, and it'll freeze my computer up. But go check out my friend Pete or DIY Auto School. BNR, good to see you, man. I videoed it in actual time on the really bad section video out tomorrow. Cool. Yeah, the Moratic seems to work like almost instant. The vinegar trick, it takes a while. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss any comments here. Invasion of the Buckaroos. I'm so glad to be a proud member of the Buckaroos myself. Oh, Buck does it, man. Oh, of all of last year's No Name 500 guys, I am so proud of him. No Gnome's Garage. What's going on, man? Works in 5 minutes. That's a heck of a lot faster than sitting around waiting all night for it to work. And after watching you on that, I guess the cleanup process is a little easier too. So other than all that, what y'all been working on? Like I said, I kind of cued you in on a little bit of what's been going on with the dart that I haven't been filming. Yep, like I said, I'm real bad at taking my own advice. I get busy and I just forget to hit the channel or hit the button on the camera. 11:44. The place where time stops. But that orange paper don't stop. Hey, Robert, what's going on? He's our friendly resident of Motown, where all these cars came from. Oh, it's possible. I got one of them too. Hey, Dust Devil, what's going on? And for everybody, once again, now that everybody's piling in again, Dust Devil will be going live here for his 2-year anniversary. That's right, he's been doing this for 2 whole years now. So we're going to redirect over to him. And in the meantime, I'll be posting out your link up there to make sure everybody knows right where it's at. Congratulations on 2 years, man. April 1st was your first day, huh? That's pretty doggone cool. I've been slow getting over it. This whatever caught me. Ugh, it knocked the butter right off my biscuit, I'll tell you what. And the bad thing is I'd start to get over it, and then the wife would come down with it. And then she'd start to get over it, and then I'd come back with it. We're playing tag with it, I think. Oh, good Lord, I hope nobody. I repainted the hood on my wife's car today. It acquired some deep scratches. Huh. It would have made a video on it, but she's not really proud of how it happened. Ooh. And I'm only allowed to say. Your secret's safe with us. I won't tell anybody. 351 Windsor roller. We sold the last one of them. Yeah, I got a couple of them back here. I got Dizzy right here. Dizzy Izzy. Go check him out. And I got, of course, RC Industries right here behind me. Boy, I'll tell you, Brian. Doing this YouTube stuff's a lot like building a car. Every day is brand new. Yep, and that is the best way. You never get bored if it's always new. Oh, there we go. You should see my hood. $1,000, 3-inch cowl blew off last fall on the way to my local car show. Oh, yeah. Well, we won't mention another guy that had the same thing happen to him too on that beautiful car that he had just done. Oh man, I feel bad for you. I knew a guy that actually took those bicycle streamers, that used to poke in the handle grips of your bicycles, and he tied them onto his hood pins, so he always knew that they were on. Hey, hubby, how's it going? Good to see you, man. I was discovering the inside of my new old 350. Spoiler alert on my video tomorrow. I have upgraded to a 4-main block. Sweet. 0010. I seriously have no idea if a 010 block really means anything, but they are the most sought after, and I kind of have a soft spot for them. Hey, Jason, good to see you, man. I see you've been pretty busy lately, but it's good to see your brothers picking up on the Tuesday nights. I'm usually busy on Tuesday nights too, but I'm still watching you on the phone. Hey, Justin Hill, good to see you, man. Well, I'll be dadgum. Hey, Smacky, good to see you. It's been a little while. I bet you've been real busy lately. Smacky's got some beautiful Fords. Just absolutely beautiful. And he's got a secret project he's been working on. You gotta go check out his channel and see what I'm talking about. 162 customizing. That video you did on the shop layout stuff, that's actually good stuff. That's actually really good stuff. Setting up a shop in a tight spot, yeah, you got to use your noodle maker for that. Need a new name for your garage, huh? I have to think about that one for a while. Give you any advice on that. Well, how about that? Congratulations, Smacky. Your first one, huh? That's pretty cool. Big congratulations to you, man. My kid just bought an 010 block that had 1970 date code. I was out of It was out of a 69 Camaro Z28. Yeah, buddy. Ah, 2 bolt, huh? Some of a gun. I've had that happen so many times. Uh, when it comes to that kind of stuff, Chevy just kind of put everything in everywhere. There's another one. W. Good to see you, man. What do you think about the 77 Corvette C3 Stingray? I want one, but it's hard to find one in good condition. I've had to search. I've had to search for one. Needs to be a 77 because the rear ends are better on them. I've heard that about the 77s. I'm not a real big fan of those ones. I like the next body style down from them. But as far as the late 70s go, they're like the king of the crop there. Anybody else want to chime in on it? When it comes to Corvettes, I don't know much at all about them. They're not only out of my price range, but yeah, like you said, them years the fiberglass, the gel coat likes to come off of them, and once that gel coat comes, then it just starts eating into them, and yeah. Yeah, same here. Most of them have all come out of trucks. 3/4 ton, even a lot of half tons. Whew. 63 split window. Yeah. Now you're talking some cash. Or 58, 59 Fuelie. Hey, Sam. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Irish. Good to see you. You're going on tonight, huh? Oh, sick as a dog, too? I tell you what, it's hit me for the past couple of weeks, and I just can't seem to kick it. Yeah, I got some coming. I'm finally getting bed good enough to get back out in the shop again. So hang with me, man. They're coming. They're slowly coming, but they're coming. I dig that video you just put out on that what is it, 51 early 50s Chevy chop job. There is some really good info on that one. A lot of stuff that people overlook when they chop them suckers down. I can't help you with who can cut glass for it though. Flat glass? Yeah. Curved glass? Yeah, that gets a little touchy. The old body shop guy here, Daryl, uh, well, he's done. He doesn't do it anymore. He's fully retired now. And Daryl, if you're watching this, good to see you, man. Uh, he told me his glass guy that did it. I can ask him when I run into him, and I will if I remember. It's a neat process how they'd cut that. They cut one side of the laminate, and then they pour lighter fluid down in it and light it on fire, and it melts the plastic laminate in between the glass, and then cut the other side, and then snap and hope. Going through the comments here, make sure I'm all caught up. I get to yibber yapping. Been sick a week. Thought I was over it, then whammo. Sounds like sounds like same thing that I've got going on. Good Lord, it just won't shake. It's not the COVID though. I do know that. It's just a like a heavy chest cold and just sniffling all the time, just run down. Hey Dakota, good to see you. Like I said, you're in timeout free zone here. That last video you did kind of caught a little sneak peek of it there on Buck's Live, his channel review, where you're walking around and showing that Trans Am. I think it's a Trans Am, or is that a Firebird? I forget now. But anyway, great video, good audio on it and stuff. It just uh, when you change format like that, when you're filming this way and then you're filming this way and that, when I'm watching it on the TV, I noticed, or on my computer here, every time it goes vertical like that, it shrinks it way down. I can't hardly see. I got to stick my face right up against the screen. And I remember way back in a lot of my earlier videos, I used to do a lot of that, or I'd try to sneak in a picture that I, you know, did this way instead of this way. And every time I did that, for some reason, as when I would upload it, it would recognize it all as this way. So it shrink my whole video up. So I just got in the habit of uh, taking all my pictures this way and filming this way. So when I sneak them in there, it keeps it all in the same format. Boy, I hear you. Yeah, especially when you start looking at the price of some of these windshields now. Curved glass, holy cow, has it gone up. I should have ordered my 58 windshield last year because, yeah, now the price hurts. Well, before it hurt, now it really hurts. Now you can sit back and just relax. Yeah, it sounds like we all got it. I thought these computer viruses were supposed to stick to the computer, but it sounds like we all got it. 74 Trans Am, that's right. Oh, looks like I fell behind on the comments here. Got to get caught up here. Yeah, so like I said, I got the link pinned up there. If anybody wants to pop on in, pop on in. We'll sit in here and shoot the breeze. Wash your hands, scrub out the old noggin. Yep. But anyway, one of the other problems I'm having with the Y block build on there, it's going to be a 3-bolt two barrel. Uh, I have to adapt from that. You know, like the old Strombergs or Holly 94s, the old 3-bolt flange ones. And oh, it looks like we got Stephen Holt coming on in here. What's going on? You see me
Oh,
flapping around out here?
yep. Well, kind of messed up my hammer earlier. Got a little bit of a blister forming right there, and right there, and right there.
Oh, good Lord. What
Radiator cap
happened?
would rock. I could rock the radiator cap because I'd already clicked it back one click, and didn't look like it was doing anything. When I rocked it again, it must have twisted just enough, and boom!
Oh, man.
All the coolant came out. Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you, man. Again, happy 2 year, man.
Oh, thanks. I don't know how late I'm gonna be able to go tonight. I went bowling today for the first time in like 15 years. That'll wear you out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
I forgot how much of a workout it actually was.
I'm working in my headliner now, huh? Oh, sweet butter. Probably a whole lot better to do that now than in 100-degree weather like my dang fool self tried to do.
I don't know. The heat may pull out some of them wrinkles.
I like the Duster headliner. It was cardboard, but now they make it at ABS plastic.
ABS?
Yeah, and it just squeezes in there, and that's one thing I want to hope. I hope to get before No Name. If not, it's not a big deal, but. Oh, my best game was my last one. I actually broke 100. I couldn't believe it.
Sweet.
I got like 111 was my best game.
Whenever I go bowling, yeah, I usually knock down a few pins on that aisle and that lane.
I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe going once a month or something, just to give me something else to do, get away from these cars for a day.
Yeah, when I did mine on that Mercury last year, oh Lord, it was like 104 degrees out, and it melted my wireless mic. And that camera doesn't really work so good anymore. It was so dang hot in there.
I'm really trying. I really want to get this car ready for No Name and be testing it before it gets hot. I really don't want to be working on that in the heat again. I mean, I'll be working on her truck, but I can, it's a lot easier to warm up my shop than it is to cool it off.
Mine's got no insulation in it, and it's a dark gray on the outside. So, yeah, in the wintertime, about 3, 4 o'clock, it can be brutal cold outside, and it starts to get a little bit warm in there. But in the summertime, oh my Lord, it gets hot in there.
That's one of the things I like about when they have the no name nationals, because that's a good time of year around here. Hopefully we have as good a weather as we had last year. Last year was perfect.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this year though, I'm going to bring some chapstick with a sunblock in it. Holy cow, my lips got so sunburnt.
Yeah, that was good camping weather last year. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we're working on getting all our camping stuff together. My mom and dad are going to come out. My dad's going to pull his camper, so that's where they're going to stay. We got
Okay.
a hotel room last year, and it was a waste. It was a lot more fun camping out to get to the hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah. Besides, you got to see all the shenanigans as it happened or after it happened.
Oh yeah,
That's how I got that video of Duddy walking up when he first saw his car that morning.
This year I might be camping out too. The wife just got noticed that she might have to work that week, so now I might be soloing it. I might be batching it the whole time, which is no problem.
We're trying to talk Scott into from Heaven's Mopars to bring his wife. He wants her to come, and we'll see if she decides to come. I
I
guess
was
when we
gonna get a hold of them too. If he can't afford to go all the way down, he could meet me here and then just jump in and.
well, that was one of the things I talked to him about. Also, was since we're going to have two vehicles there, I may if he makes it there for Thursday night, and we do too, hopefully. He may drive the fastback to Lambert's while we drive the Fairlane.
Yeah.
Buck.
Hello, Stephen. Hello, Brian. Hello, Mr. BareRose.
What's
there
going
you
on, Buck?
go.
I made it in tonight. I had a good strong nap this afternoon, so there's Max Wedge too.
I'm trying to talk Redbeard into driving Venom to Lambert's.
Oh
I
yeah,
think that'd be funny. So these guys driving their full blown race cars. I know I'm driving mine.
he might have to stop twice to put fuel in it though.
Yeah, maybe.
Hi, Robert. Auto salvage. So you said about camping, but we'll be camping Barrows again. Me and JB and Lars and the Englishes will be there, and um, probably first responder. Somebody else too.
Well,
I
you
was
know
actually
Dallas will be there.
I was actually looking at these ice fishing tents.
Oh,
They're really neat. They fold up real easy. They don't have a bunch of poles. They're insulated for like -30 below, and they're big enough that I could put an air mattress in there. Me and the wife could just sleep in that. And if we need to put one of those little buddy heaters in there, they're made for that too. They've got vents and stuff in them for that. So
cool.
There, post your link there so everybody can log it in their queue.
okay, thanks.
No problem, man.
Yep, I just set it up. Hey, there's Sam. Even if
Even if
hotels are free,
home.
I wouldn't miss camping at the track.
Oh man, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
Like
we. I got to camp with JB and Lars. Yeah,
Woo,
talk
you got
about
the hot
fun.
seat.
My sides were hurting. That's all we did was
and
laugh.
Yeah, Jason over there was in back of his truck with that bed tent.
Yeah, I was thinking about one of those too.
I
I've
think
got
him
one of
and Jay
those
both did.
pop-up blinds that I used to use for bow hunting. You set it up and you pull the ripcord and it boom, pops up.
Hmm.
I might take that. Folds up real tight for backpacking and stuff.
Just need a
Yeah,
car.
that's the way the ice fishing tents are. They fold up pretty
Yeah.
tight. I think the one we're looking at's like 10 foot by 8 foot or something. So it's pretty big.
Cool, Max.
Yeah, that is pretty good size. This one would be a kind of a tight fit to sleep in, but yeah, you could.
So indirect connection was next to me. Then he moved to the asphalt. But you see, back there at the tree line, there's a built-in bathroom.
Well, I think John Wilburn said something about getting us a porta potty back there.
Right,
And
over
like I
on
said,
that
I
end
think I
where
know a
Big
guy.
Mike was. He was talking about putting some porta potties over there. Yeah, it was a little chilly at night down there, but then that was the end of September, so this is like a week before. So I don't know.
It might not be as bad. I don't know. That time of year in Missouri, I grew up in it, so it's iffy.
Yeah,
I was surprised there wasn't a lot of mosquitoes.
Well, they don't start. No, they usually. Well, once it gets cold like that, they start dying out.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they don't get real bad out there. I'm thinking about bringing a fire pit too. One that's enclosed.
We've
Anywhere's
got
good
one
to
of
go.
those small ones that's actually gas powered. You
Mm,
just like the little propane tank that you use for your grill,
yeah.
and it comes with like pumice rocks in it and everything, and it's got a cover, and you can actually just put the cover back on, and it's got a hand deal. But
Huh.
even if you're at like a camping spot in an area where they've got a fire ban, you can use those even though you can't have an open fire.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people use those in like the RVs and stuff like that. But even in like the national parks and stuff, if they've got a burn ban, since it doesn't throw sparks and it doesn't have anything coming out of it other than just the flame at the top, you can actually use them.
I might look into something like that. That might be the way to go.
Well, that's another thing about Jeffers. You can't start a fire on the ground because it's grass. I mean, they can't
Yeah,
do
that's
Yeah.
why I was going to bring one of the pit that we have.
Yeah, I brought my charcoal grill and we just lit a fire in it. I have one of them big Weber, like the egg type. That worked out pretty well. Didn't
What's up,
damage any of the
Jay?
grounds.
Anywhere has a built-in bathroom as long as you're bold enough.
Yeah. Hello, Jay.
Yeah, I've checked the tire pressure many times before.
Thanks, Max.
Evening, Jay.
I know John was saying that they had already talked about getting more food at the concession stand.
I think we really surprised him, the owner of
Yeah, I
Jeffers.
think I think we did too.
I think he was kind of thinking, well, it's an inaugural event. Okay, we'll just do it like anything else. And then, holy cow.
YouTube opened up the floodgates on them. Or John Wilburn John Wilburn and Dallas opened up the YouTube floodgates on them.
Yep.
I'm actually bringing some extra food to throw in with Dallas because he fed a bunch of people each night over there at his place, at his
Yeah, I
little
missed
trailer
out
right
on
there.
that.
He did what was it, Korean short ribs or
All
Right.
kinds of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I wish I would have been hanging out up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to touch base with him beforehand and see what else I need to help bring. That way, just kind of throw in on it because we all ate. The whole family did over there.
This year I'm going to see if I can get a hot meal at Lambert's. I spent so much time talking to everybody. Everything I had was cold.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's what happened to me. The first time we had to go back to Lambert's Steaks to see how good the place. I had to see how good the place was because it was like Mopar Al started talking to me at our table, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna go outside and smoke." I was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." Yeah, I didn't walk back in till they were getting ready to close, so I had to box up my food and take it with me.
Same here.
See you, blue collar.
He and Ron Ward were all about grilling. Some venison, huh? I had a drink. Everybody there was just fantastic. It was beyond unreal. And you nailed it perfect, Brian. It was like a family reunion you actually wanted to go to. It was
Yeah.
spot on.
Well, then, like even after it was over, Scott from Heaven's Mopars and Dizzy Izzy came and hung out at my shop the next day, that Sunday.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to try to do this year is catch you on the way in.
I'm not. Well, see what I'd like to do is I'd like to, with me, just drive down there on Wednesday, like not bring the car yet, but just drive down there to help them out.
Yeah.
And then bring the car down on Thursday. But like I said, if anybody's coming into the area, like you said, you're going to be rolling in. We'll help you find a hotel that's not in the middle of St. Louis.
Any place has got to be better than Kansas City. Holy cow, that place was spooky.
I don't know. We at Indy, we had a couple years where we got some pretty sketchy spaces, but the place we got last year at Indy was pretty good, or this year at Indy was pretty good.
The hotel we stayed at, it was about the only thing that was, I don't know what was in Kansas City on the way home, but something was going on. Everything was booked. So we finally found one hotel, and walking down to the room, I counted 2 doors that had the police thump through the door as we're walking by. I'm thinking, holy cow, where are we? Got into the hotel, and you know how the rollover latch, yeah, it was busted off, and I'm thinking, yeah, let's push the suitcase all the way up against the door here.
Yeah, we get you. Well, where I live is about, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes east of St. Louis, but we got a big convention center in our town, a bunch of hotels all around it, really nice places. So it might be worth you just swinging in there.
Believe it or not. Go ahead.
You're east of St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm on the Illinois side of the river.
Yeah, each night we got out at the hotel, we actually rolled the drag radials into the hotel room and pulled them out of the back seat of the car. They looked at us kind of strange. We'd bring in one of the luggage carts or whatever, and we'd set drag radials on it.
You can take the car, but you're not touching these.
Exactly. I don't think it was till we actually, the day after No Name Nationals, that I actually got a working key in the door. So it was just unlocked the whole time.
I can't remember which place we stayed down there, but yeah, I don't recommend it. I have to. I'm going to figure it out. Just to let people know.
Yeah, on the way back home, we did stop at the Arch, but it was kind of a in, and then we rode the deal up to the top of the Arch, and then got back in the car and took off. It was kind of a quick in and out thing.
Yeah, if you get turned around in St. Louis, just remember East St. Louis is not the same as St. Louis. East St. Louis is a bad, really bad area.
One of the funny things I saw Dean's comment about tacos and Duddy. Believe it or not, when we were at the track this, a week ago on Saturday, we went over to Little Rivers to the vintage drag races there. And Duddy was laughing because he was cleaning around the writing that was put on the car back at the No Name National.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the video.
We sat there and laughed about it. He said, "Yeah, you can see we're still dirty." He says, "I didn't want to get that close, so I didn't have to rewrite it."
Or no, that was in Blake's video. I don't remember. Has he put that video out yet? I remember I saw Blake's video.
Yeah, he was doing a live for a little while. I was surprised because I'm walking in because Noah had told me about it a couple days before, and so did Duddy. I said, "Okay, I'll go show up," and then all of a sudden I'm walking through the deal and look over and like, Blake. So what the heck? And then Ryan was there from Streetcar Chronicles too. I wasn't expecting any of them.
Oh, my number. Well, what was it? Dodge Whisperer had his.
Yeah, I took mine off. I have it on my garage door.
Mine's still on.
I still got mine.
Mine's taped to the car.
You never got it on the car.
Yeah, mine it's still on the stickum, so it can go on anything, because my car didn't make it.
I was double that number. I had 72. Yeah.
Yeah, John says if you register by Labor Day, you can renew your number. I keep mine. Mine was 25. I registered already.
Well, I think I was number 4 or 5 that registered the first night, so hopefully I get to keep my number.
I'm still dragging my feet, but after talking to my dad today, it's looking closer like I'm gonna be registering again real soon.
What
John,
car
is it? What's that?
What car would you bring? Or are you going to bring? You could bring the Dart?
Everything's going towards the Dart. If Dad comes, we'll bring a couple.
Okay.
Probably the Volkswagen. Probably. Knowing Dad, that's the one he likes the most, so. And the 51 is just too hard to trailer.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna start getting stuff ready for my live, and she went and got food. I might be starting a little late. I might be starting around 9 o'clock my time.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll watch for it, and I'll keep throwing the link up here so people don't miss it.
All right. Thanks.
Great seeing you,
Brian. So I'm looking. Go for it, Buck.
I've seen this picture before.
Which
I think
picture?
he was on a ship, though, or out on a whatever you call it.
Yeah, I probably was. But I'm looking forward to it. Here 2 months from now, we're supposed to be over there at BareRose's place.
Yep. Like I
Oh,
said, I gotta
cool.
get that dart rolling so I can kick it out the door for you. We can bring them boys in and teach them how to get the metal hot.
Yeah, I think they may try to do an announcement on what happened tomorrow.
Sure.
We've been talking back and forth with Kim the last 2 days, trying to iron out the details of what exactly we're going to do when we get up there. So they're pretty excited.
And like I said, I'm easygoing, so I don't mind if there's a few wrinkles in it. We'll just smooth them on out when you get here.
Oh yeah.
You picking that Ranchero up, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. That's cool.
Now, like I said, you might want to bring a couple of trailers because I'm going to load you up.
Well, at this point, you figure we're dragging a 70 satellite up there, and then it's going all the way to Washington. So we can pull something back on the tow vehicle, then we can pull something behind the Ranchero on the way back.
Ah.
I'm going to say 3 weeks. That's my goal right now, is to have it first fired in 3 weeks.
So, Stephen, are you still trying to drive the Ranchero back?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Cool.
It's going to be A&E time when you guys hit this front door. I'll tell you what.
Yes, because as you'll hopefully find out tomorrow, there's some plans that will make that possible. I won't let the boys' secret out of the bag. Let them kind of pass it on. I don't know if we're going to do a video or a live or what we're going to do.
And I got a plethora of stuff around here, so whichever direction you guys decide to go, we'll get it done for you.
The Ranchero is actually a 72.
Yeah.
Oh, I like those years. They have that neat like grill on them. You know.
1 year only. They
Same
started
thing as a
getting into those.
Torino.
Yeah, same thing
Yeah.
as Torino, but
Yeah.
I guess that next year is when they first started with all the 5 mile per hour collision bumpers and bumperettes and
Oh yeah.
all the stupidity. What's his name? Something Garage Alex. He actually has a couple
Oh,
of the
really?
72s. He's got a 72 station wagon and
Right.
a couple Torinos, and he's working on getting a 72 Ranchero as well, or a Ranchero and then putting the 72 nose on it. One of the two.
Yeah, because that's the only thing missing off of this one was the hood and the nose.
And we've got a nose
Body
track
wise.
down. I've just got to go get it next time I'm home.
And I think Walt still has that one out there.
I left him a message on his voicemail earlier today, so we'll see if he calls me back.
And if you need me to talk to him in person for you, I can do that too. I'll be going out there. Well, if this dang white stuff will go away, I'll be going up there next week. He just doesn't open up for until all the snow is gone.
Well,
He'll
heck,
open
you almost
up
don't
if I call
open
him.
up till the snow's gone.
Exactly.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, I actually traded a Cadillac for that a while back from a good friend of ours. We call him Hot Rod Harry. Hey, you'll probably meet him when you get here too.
Yeah, in
I
this
was gonna.
case, that thing doesn't have a hood right now, but we'll track something down.
It was a 82 Cadillac Seville. Had the 350 diesel in it, front wheel drive.
I was going to say that it had the small block Chevy in it.
Now I took that off, the body off, and it was down to just the chassis. And I was going to stick that 55 Dodge Town Wagon down on top of it. I set that body down on it, and you'd never believe it, but the body bolts lined up
Wow.
for that 55 Town Wagon. It blew my mind. And that's why I was going to use that chassis, because I would be able to do a flat floor where it's front wheel drive. But then Harry decided he wanted that, so that went that way, and I ended up with the Ranchero, and then now you guys ended up with the Ranchero.
Auto Salvage, we should be coming through there, coming through your neck of the woods sometime at the end of July, first part of August, when we go over to pick up. We go to pick up the 74 CUDA.
The Spud King.
Did I miss it?
Just Doug Narden with the big block Chrysler says potato, 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 potato.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. And then I think Scarlett called them, Unfinished Project is the Spud King.
Whew, ripping out headliner. Eesh. Eesh.
Yeah.
It's
And
amazing what you find up there.
Yeah, Barrow's got a video on it.
Yeah. A bunch of them. I think I lost about 5 pounds doing that. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, you did that in the middle of summer too, didn't you?
Yeah. Never again. Actually, it's not that bad. The way I did it, it was kind of because of the situation I had to do it. But if you watch Kiwis, that's a better way to do it. And Kiwis demand, so.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Lock it into the front, lock it into the rear, and then pull them from side to side. That is such an easier way to do it.
All right, I'm going to jump back out to the chat here for a minute. I got to do a few things.
Sure thing. Good to see you,
All right,
man.
good seeing you. Yeah, I'm going to jump out pretty soon too. And you going to jump in on Brian Dust Devils then?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know?
I'll be in and out on the chat there and everything.
Okay.
He doesn't usually post the link up, so.
Okay.
If he does, yeah, I'll pop in, say hello.
Well, well, when I'm watching on the TV, I don't get to comment. You know?
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Driving home, man.
Taking us on a Saturday night drive, huh?
Yeah, I just left the shop and heading home. I'll be home in about probably 5 minutes, and I'll switch back into that. As long as the background noise ain't too bad for you guys, we'll be good.
Yeah,
I don't hear anything.
roll with it.
All right, got the hum of the old 3800 here cruising down the road.
We get to see what Western Pennsylvania is like.
No, in the dark. The big old town of Connellsville.
Yeah, I'll be out there Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
place called Newcastle.
Oh, I know where Newcastle's at. That's up north of here, but yeah,
Yep, I'll be
that's
out
on
there
my
for.
side of the state.
Yep. My sister lives there. I'm gonna stop and
Oh,
see
that's
Mac
cool.
on the way too.
Yeah, because you and Buck, you're actually not too far apart.
A couple hundred miles.
Pennsylvania, when you got to drive across Pennsylvania, it can be pretty long.
Yeah, I think it's close to 400 miles or something like that, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's a pretty good drive from
I
Ohio
know.
to Jersey, cutting across.
Right. When I go to see my sister, it's like 200 and some.
As I said, yeah, we're about 35 miles east of Pittsburgh, southeast there. So
Okay.
I'm actually closer to Morgantown, West Virginia, than I am Pittsburgh.
Oh wow. Yeah, and I head out to Johnstown every year too.
Yeah, Johnstown's about an hour and 45 minutes from here.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I got my last camper that we bought, the 32 footer we bought off a guy. Found it on Craigslist. Drove up to Johnstown to get it. He took us to his notary and had bullet holes in the windows. I just wanted to get it transferred and get out of there.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a rough side of Johnstown there. We were sitting there in line waiting to get our title work done, and I'm looking over at the windows. There's are bullet holes in that window. You got to get out of here.
When we were in Memphis, that was kind of a different thing. We took the trolley. Yeah, you can take the trolley all the way up and down that. I guess it's like the main street, but you take it all the way to the north end, I think it is, where it ends. Yeah, they got armed security guards and body armor, and yeah. And we could hear over the radio, they said, make sure these guys are okay. And we're thinking, holy cow, what's going on? But we didn't have no problems.
Yeah, definitely. No, we don't usually have problems around here. Like, we're so far out in the woods here. It was just different seeing bullet holes in the business window. Like, they looked like they were there for a while. Like there was a drive-by or something at some point.
Stray bullets.
Yeah. Well, those are always the ones that usually most of the guys on drive-bys can't shoot. It's always the innocent people that get shot. Yeah, that's crazy. I made 1,500-foot climb in elevation here to the house.
I'm 45 minutes away from J-Town. 18 miles from Altoona.
Altoona, yeah.
Altoona.
That's for the horseshoe curve.
Altoona. Yeah.
They have a train track that's shaped in a horseshoe.
To bring it up around the mountain there. Yeah, I found it. We was watching some video of that where they had the dispatcher who stopped the train, and the guy was arguing with the dispatcher. It's like, don't they know there's a mountain up here? If he's stopping the trains on the mountain there.
My second wife was from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania.
Okay, well, that's up more towards where he's going. Slippery Rock, that's up on the other side of Butler and Beaver area.
Yeah, she said kind of, well, they're in Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster's out on the other side of the state.
Yeah, that's 20 minutes south of me, Lancaster.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's over your area.
Yeah, we go to Lancaster to Costco.
We drove out there to, what is that, Maple something, that big buffet, smorgasbord.
Oh, yes. Shady Maple.
It's Maple something. It's a Shady Maple, yeah. Yeah, we drove out there last year.
They get busloads of people in there. Huge.
Yeah, it was good food.
Yes.
I was what?
Go, Carter.
I had 7.
I have 3.
I had 4 mistakes. Yep. Got a rat bag. 2 raccoons. 2 of them. Underneath that shed.
I'll put some. I'm gonna put some food out.
Down there to my garbage.
No, I walked in the house. They're playing cards. They're telling me they got raccoons out here that's getting in their garbage every night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know, country life.
Yeah, I got a big old one that's hanging out in my driveway. Every once in a while when I come into the driveway, yeah, big old gal in there.
These ones wouldn't be so bad if he didn't tear the garbage out.
Uh-oh, lost him.
The worst is a skunk, so, oh my God.
Yeah, I get one every now and then comes around.
So far, I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had to deal with them for about 3 years now, but boy, when we first moved into here, I had a whole colony of them out in the back pasture. And porcupines. Oh, man. And my horse just loved them porcupines. Ah,
Oh, really?
I'd have to go out there and dig needles out of her. Oh, or quills. Go out there and cut the ends of them off and then pull them out, squeeze them and pull them. Ugh. Dodger. She's trying to kick my head off.
All right, BareRose, I'm going to head out. I'm getting tired here. I'm gonna.
All right. It's great
Look
seeing
out.
you, man.
You too. I'm glad to I get to stop in to see you tonight.
And look
We'll
forward
see
to seeing you on the next creator workshop.
Yeah, I hope it's probably going to be next week, I think. We're going to find out. But
Cool. I know you'll
as
have a
long
lot
as
to add, man.
long as
I
you
got to
guys-
tell you, I am so proud of you, man.
oh,
Watching
thank you.
your channel grow like it has been and the way you've gone from your first video to where you're at now, man, spot on, man.
I just watched one. I just made that little short of the toothbrush one today. That was from a video over the summertime, and I could see differences, and that's
Uh-huh.
it's just like anything else. I mean, just like the lives. I mean, you just got to keep at it and keep practicing. And well, I think you really practice. You just do it.
Yeah, you just kind of fall into your groove and then,
That's what I was thinking about earlier. That everybody has their own little mojo, you might want to say,
uh-huh.
on how they do their channel. Not everybody has to have a how-to channel.
No.
Mine's more of a "this is what I did" channel.
Yeah.
And every now and then I show you a couple things that I did, how I do it, and that's just the way I approach it anyway.
And like you said, you find your groove and then you'll just mold right into it.
Yeah. So
I like the way you ended your like this last one, your premiere.
Oh, okay.
The way you ended that was just perfect, man.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was trying to, because a lot of times I just do the video and then I'll make the intro and the exit later,
Uh-huh.
and then that's because that's what happened there. And I'm like, well, how can I make something different from the intro? So I thought, hey, I'll sit in the engine bay because I'm in there a lot now anyway, and stuff, But
It just flows right out. It's I mean, perfect, man.
Yep, that worked out pretty good. I try to do that, try to end the video where it would like go right into my outro. But that was cool. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and with that, you guys have a good night and see everybody in the chat next week. Same buck time, same buck channel.
And if you can't
See
be
y'all.
good, be kind.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
Yeah. Be good. If you can't be good, be kind. See ya.
Great seeing you, man. So we still got a little more time here. It looks like Dust Devil hasn't fired up yet. Make sure I still got his up. There's the link for Dust Devil's 2-year anniversary that'll be coming up right after we jump off of here. We'll just kind of redirect. I hope it works this week.
All right, I'm back, my
There you are
friend.
again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem.
Every time the old lady has, she always seems to call and it boots me off. It doesn't matter. She's like she has that sense that whenever I'm live, that she calls. I don't. It's always like she plans it, but it's all good though. We made it home and throwing some wood on the fire. We got a little bit cold today. It was 68 degrees at 1 p.m. today, and it's like 38 out right now. So
That's what it's been doing
we've
here
had a
in
little bit of temperature swing.
drastic like that. Not
Yeah.
quite that hot,
This,
but
yeah, it looks to be the last. I was looking at the extended forecast. Next week it's going to be in the upper 70s most of the week, so we should get a lot done. It's hard to get motivated when you know it's going to get warm right around the corner there, and you're sitting there nice and warm. I really want to go out in the garage and fool around right now.
BareRose,
But
does
it's all
Kiwi
good.
do Mopar headliner? The video that he's got up is actually on a Mustang, but it's the same process of any bow headliner. If you have the windshield and the back window out, yeah, his method is spot on for that. And most of them are, because they use the windshield gasket to, you roll the headliner up over the pinch weld, glue it all down, and then you put your windshield gasket in, rubber, and then the back window rubber in, and that's what locks the headliner in. Which is what I should have done on that Mercury, but come to find out they don't make the front windshield gasket anymore. And that's why the one that's in there is all glued into place. And I wasn't about to try to find anything. Well, the back window there isn't, because it's the roll down back window. But the front piece is supposed to block that in. And that's why I had to do it the way I did it. And, well, there's a couple wrinkles in it, but it's good enough for me. Yeah, I've actually got a tool for that. The one they're like a plastic knife. Stick up in there and pull the rubber back, and then you can tuck it up in there. It kind of works that way. Oh, good Lord, and it's a pain. Oh man, is that a pain in the butt, as you probably know. No problem, Sam. No problem whatsoever. We're just kind of killing time right now, waiting for Dust Devil to fire up anyway. I got to thinking about it, and I think Dust Devil's live was actually the first live I was ever on. It was either his or Dr. Art's, one of the two. Because it happened like boom, boom. And then it was John Wilburn. I was on John Wilburn's live. That was my how I cut my teeth on how to do this live stuff. That that's not a bad thing though. I look at that now, and you really have to look for the wrinkle. But I'll show you where it is, and I'm actually kind of proud of it. And on mine, I glued it too far up. It's actually supposed to hang down a little bit and then stretch to the sides. But I glued it way up and pushed it way up to try to get it to kind of do the bowl and roll. I shouldn't have done that. But like I said, I'm kind of proud of that wrinkle that's right above my driver's head. You have? I'll be daggone. I sure appreciate it, Sam. Really? They're a lot of fun. Lives are a great way for people to just kind of really get to know you. They watch your videos and stuff, but you can't really interact much. But doing a live like this, yeah, you get to interact with people, talk to people. I try to keep up with the chat box here, but when you use StreamYard runs on a delay for what YouTube is. So actually, what I'm seeing right now is like 30 seconds into the future of what you guys are seeing because of that. So sometimes the chat will kind of block up and then it jumps, and so it's hard sometimes to catch all of them. But I try to read all your chats and stuff. Gotta run. Time for milk and cookies. Speaking of which, the Girl Scouts are out. Yeah, I stocked up on Thin Mints. Thin Mints and Samoans. Those are my two favorites. I forgot to take the dome light out and ripped it down. Uh-oh. One of the hardest things to do, though, is after somebody's already put the headliner in and it's perfect, and then they want you to rerun the dome light wire. I hate that. Trying to snake it up through and then keep it into the channel. Ugh. Sweet. I caught that last one of yours, Sam. When you've been working with the turbos, where to set them and everything, and how to tube them all in and everything. Pretty good stuff, man. Oh yeah, and I found a really cool thing. You make milkshakes out of those Thin Mints. Whoa, man, that is awesome. Take about a handful of them, throw them in the blender, throw your vanilla ice cream on there. Whoa. Hasn't or wasn't StreamYard doing a change to their format or process? Never got my sound issues figured out. There for a while, they just updated something in it. If you're in I'm using the free version, so I don't get to use it. But if you do the paid version, and two people are doing the paid versions of it, you can actually live stream like this, and then the people that come in, like Don here, if Don had his set up too that way, he could live stream from his channel this way. So it's kind of a way you can share, and he'd get all the watch hours while he's on. What's going on, Don?
He was
I'm
talking
sorry
about
I guinea pigged you.
Look, Cat won't leave the wrapper alone, man. She don't like the Thin Mints, but she likes chewing on plastic. Come on, you were laying here being good.
That's a new one, isn't it?
That's the other one. This is more the wife's cat, but she's being a real bitch tonight. She's being a stinker. She's over here chewing on my power cords and this and that, and she gets moody. She's a good cat, though. At least she's not totally up my ass like the other one is. All right, go away. Here, go over here. All right, lay back down.
You would like the chocolate mint or chocolate chip mint ice cream to make milkshakes with. Yeah, you used to call them grasshoppers. Good seeing you, Dick. Good luck on that.
So did you guys
Anyway,
get any?
hubby, I think that's part of the reason why maybe some troubles were happening. Because, yeah, StreamYard was acting up there for about a week. I think it was while they were doing that, launching that whole live share thing. Anyway, what?
I was just wondering if you guys got any weather out there.
Oh, it's been crazy weather here. We still got snow. As I was coming in, it was snowing again.
Yeah, we've got lucky with snow this year. It's only been cold a couple times. There we are.
There we go.
It's like, uh-oh.
I moved the computer back just a little bit, so yeah, I gotta reach for it to type. So what you been having going on there?
Oh, not a lot. Saying we're getting these. It's cold a couple days and it's warm, but then when it gets warm, it rains, and still don't want to uncover the car. But I'm going to have to soon. These days are ticking down.
Yeah,
St. John's
170s now.
172, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Seemed like just a couple days ago it was in the 200 mark. And it's like, nope, that was a month ago. Well, I am up to 476 on my numbers.
476? Sweet butter.
Yeah, we're getting there. That's why I started back in October. I knew it was going to be a long haul.
You're cruising though, man.
Oh, I wasn't sweating the 500.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about getting my whip ready for everything. But it still runs, so even if I don't have a floor, I can Fred Flintstone down the track.
Nike emergency brakes, right?
That's right. No, brakes work pretty good on it, so we're happy with that.
Did you upgrade yours to the dual pot, or is it still the single pot?
Single.
I've been looking into that, and I guess the 7. What was it? When did they switch to the dual pot?
I couldn't tell you.
But somebody was saying they bolt right in.
How some of these people remember all these tech shit about cars. It's like, not me, man. I don't have enough brain function for all that. Dean says 67.
Was it 67?
According to Dean, he's usually spot on pretty much.
67, yeah. I think that's it. But I guess it's the exact same bolt pattern, exact same rod length, push rod length, and everything. You just pull that one off and stick that one on, run another line.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this single pot, but it does work. And I got good fuel or brake lines on it, so I don't have to worry about them rotting out. I notice after it sits over the winter that the brake pedal tends to go to the floor. But if you just touch on the brake pedal, just real light tap, just about 50 times, it's the air bleeds up out of the system, and it's like,
Yeah.
then until you start getting the pedal back, and it's like, oh. I learned that last year because I was going to start bleeding them and everything, and I was in the car, and Ronnie, he was outside, and I just touched the brake pedal with my foot, just the side of it, and just the vibration enough, it's like air bubbles come up out of it. And he's like, "Hey, do that again." And then it just bubbled up, just kept bubbling out, And I got my pedal back. It's like, oh, cool, I'll take it. Because I'd hate
That's
to have
a common thing on the old ones that were under the floor. Because they didn't have a residual valve in them. So back in the old days, you jumped in, you pumped the brake a couple of times, pump it up, and then you took off.
Yeah, I learned to check my brake pedal before I go anywhere.
It's a habit for me. That 47 we did. 47 GMC we did for a guy. He wouldn't let us put those in. I usually put the residual valves in them, but he didn't want them in there. That was a restoration job. He wanted everything original for what the truck was.
Right.
Somebody had already put a 265 in it, but he wanted it restored back the way the truck was when he got it.
Right. Go away. She's going over here wanting to chew on my cords again. She gets bored and then goes over there and start. I'm to the point where I need to add water. Get
kitty whip.
It sends her along. Usually it takes about 3 or 4 trigger pulls before she actually gets the hint. Then she'll go over and lick herself till she's dry, and then she'll be back for more.
The other one I did for a guy, oh Lord, it was a 53 Dodge pickup. Positive ground. And he didn't want me changing that over either. And, I had to fix that 3 times because he hooked the battery up backwards. He called me up. I did it again.
Again, that many times you should teach him how to do it.
So I go over there and help him out.
I hate these thin mints, man. I get into them. I can't quit.
Oh, Lord. It's like, oh.
They're so expensive nowadays, but you gotta buy them.
Oh, and those Girl Scouts are smart, man. They set up right in front of the grocery store, or heck, they were even set out in front of O'Reilly's last year. They know where to hit us here.
Well, my nephew's stepdaughter, she ended up, I don't know, they're up towards Buffalo, and I don't know how many boxes she sold, but she was the highest selling. I don't know how some of these kids sell these hundreds and hundreds of boxes. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think they're putting something in there.
Yeah, as long as it's not fentanyl, I'll be good.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing on this one. It needs it done anyway. It needs a new master, so I priced them up, and they're actually about the same price for a dual as for a single. So I'm just going to go ahead and swap it over.
Dean says, my daughter told me it's like selling drugs without the guilt. Pretty much the way it is. Trying to think of that other kind. Samoas?
Yeah. The coconut ones. The wife loves them ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, every year we stock up on them.
Throw them in the freezer. Pull them out at your leisure. No, I had
Those
these.
Malamars. She used to, because they're only offered at like right around Thanksgiving, Christmas time. I don't like them, but the wife, she'd stock up on those too every time they'd come out.
Yeah. Thanks for a peaceful ending anyway, Hubie.
Those are good memories, man. Real good memories.
I don't even remember the last time me and the wife got into it. We just don't hassle it anymore. Seems like all the little stuff it ain't worth anymore.
I got to step away for just a second, but in the meantime, there, I'll give you center stage.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Go ahead and tell everybody about your channel. Tell everybody about your car. And I'll be right back.
All right. Look at me, center stage. All right, 62 Valiant, stuffed with a 440. Mustang shifter. All the purists see that T-handle shifter on the floor and they would like look at me funny. We're going to run the motor that's in it this year for No Name Nationals. I'm just going to do the floors, put a new front end under it for this year, and then next year we got another 440 we're going to sweeten up a little bit. John Wilburn's hooking me up, or he's rebuilding the transmission for me. Then once I get it all swapped out, I'll have another motor and tranny to clean up again. But it'll look a lot better under the hood. Uh-oh, what are you doing, cat? Where you at? Here she comes. Get over here. Meow. Here, say hello to all the friendly people. Go away. Keep going. Go fight the other cat. There you go. Go get him. Go over here. Now I get to fight the cat on camera. Go play. Get. I can do this all day. Man, she gets in these moods. There's no little bitch. Get out of there. Someday she'll die of old age. I love the cat.
Perio. Whew.
There we go.
Thanks for holding down the house there.
Yeah,
That
well,
cup of coffee wanted out.
half of it I was here fighting the cat. She's trying to chew on my cords again. She's just in a mood. She's just uncooperative and anything to spite me. She's about ready to want to try and climb into cupboards again. I used to keep duct tape on the cupboard doors just to keep her out. And duct tape wore out. I'm going to have to put some more up the way she's been acting lately. I did get a good short out of it one time. Yeah, Wendy, we need another cat. Sure. And we got the second one. She got the second one. I've never said yes to any animal that ever came to the house. It's like she asked, can we get another cat? No. Believe it or not, she got me the second one for my birthday. So it's kind of hard to say no to that. Even though I did, but.
Oh, it looks like Brian is fired up now.
All right.
We'll go ahead and...
Brian's on his 2 years now, isn't he?
Yeah. 2 years. That is so cool. And do I remember right? I think it's his birthday too, or close to it.
I'm not sure.
That one I'm not sure about. You'd have to ask him on that one.
We'll have to ask him when we get over there. So you redirecting, or are you hanging out, or what are you doing?
I should have it redirected. Sometimes if it's not scheduled in time, sometimes it'll hang it. That's why I keep posting his link up there. So just in case it doesn't redirect, that's the link right there that we'll all meet over there.
All right.
So with that, I guess we'll go ahead and shut her down for tonight. Don,
all right.
Thanks,
BareRose,
thanks a million for coming in. You want to plug anything?
Not really. Oh, we do. We are getting our first car show of the summer out of the way here in 2 weeks.
Sweet.
Only $10 a car. The best part is it's only about 5 blocks down the road, so I'll probably end up driving to the other end of town just so I can get a hot. Or,
we had ours already. I usually miss the big one that we have here. They charge like $50 to get into this one. That's why I don't usually go to it.
Well, this one's here. It's down here at the college. I usually don't go to this one, but the wife brought me the flyer home today. So it'll give me a reason to get the factory slant car out. Because it's out here. It's been parked all winter. It's dusty, dirty. I got a carport, and it's dirtier than the one that's... At least it's dry. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that one out. Just get it cleaned up. Get it running. Wow. Fluids check.
And it's a slant?
Yep. It's factory. It's slant 6, push button automatic. Turnkey, man. Fires right up. I love it. Saying you can't kill these slants.
I sure wish that whoever had this car before me, I sure wish they wouldn't have taken the head off. Because I pulled that slant apart just to see how bad it was. I had to beat the pistons out. If they would have just had it covered up, this probably would have been a couple $100 fix.
Right.
The bearings on it look brand new, but it's locked up solid, and just the tops of the cylinders are just toast.
I mean, it's amazing where moisture can get.
And sand, because we got a lot of sand around here.
Yeah, right.
Just filled them in the mud and ruined it.
Like Hubie says, for $50, you better have a heck of a goodie bag and dash black.
Yeah, and well, it's put on by the Idaho State University, and we call it the Mini Dome or the Holt Arena down there. Chrome in the Dome is the name of it. They get some pretty big names in there, but it's more of a not my kind of a car show.
Yeah, it's like usually down here at Burger King they always have a drive-in themed kind of car show the first Saturday of every month. All summer long, and I like going down early. I like watching them come in. I like a car show. I like looking at them, but I like to see them roll in. I like to hear them.
Yeah.
See them come around the corner. It's like, look at this coming.
We have a diner here that just celebrated their 100th anniversary car show.
Wow.
At the same diner.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of diners anymore.
Big in the hot rod community here.
Well, it used to be the hangouts was the diners. Diners, the drive-ins. Like A&W Root Beer had a drive-in down here, and that was big years ago.
It's Don.
Hello.
Cher says hi. Look at that, Don. You got her on camera. Did you see that?
I got about this much of her on camera. But I'll take it. You
finally got her.
I'll take what I can get. All right.
Well, with that, I guess we'll just head on over to Dust Devils and help him celebrate his second year.
All righty.
It's great having you out tonight. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming out, and we'll all see you over at Dust Devils. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, man.
Till then, keep the metal hot.